Hey guys, what is going on? Diamond Dan Maverick is back with another video, and we got a couple of things to talk about today. The blog that came out from yesterday, we're going to discuss next week's events, also the month-long event. You know, these presence amounts seem to be differing, as well as a Scourge strategy coming up for death next week. But taking a look at the blog from the 9th of December, we have the Herald of Death weekly event starting on the 13th. A lot of people have this confused thinking it's the Scourge. It is not the Scourge. Scourge actually begins on the 16th. The Herald of Death is just the name of the weekly event for next week. The Heroes hard difficulties for chapters 3 and 4 are going to unlock on the 13th. We have Black Panther 1mm going into the various orbs, the premium, ultimate, basic, those orbs on the 14th. We have a nowhere heist and a relic hunt on the 16th, as well as coordinated assault is officially live. If you ever have trouble kind of gauging what everybody's supposed to be doing, it's 840 per person or 20,160 per day. So if you have some players that farm ISO a little bit more than others, that 20,160 is what you want to take a look at. For the month-long event, as of yesterday, before coordinated assault going live and the free dailies and that big mega daily they gave us, we should have been at about 131,600 points. Now, I don't know where everyone keeps getting this 2.8 million presents from. I don't know if that's like a certain threshold. Like past months we got 500,000 points, thinking maybe this month is going to be the same, and that we won't get those last few milestones. I don't know where that's coming from. I did the math several times just in case I was wrong. It's 4,001,000 presents for this month. So again, I don't know where the 2.8 million is coming from. I know when they had listed it in the blog, they were missing like the K 4,000, or they were missing like 20. So I don't know if that was just like an old number figured out and then it just went into rotation out on the internet, but it's 4 million points. And that's why when we discuss holding everything for Nemesis, if he costs about 450,000, which seems to be that mid-range tier character cost, like you have Morgan at 600,000 but you had Abomination at 450, I think he's gonna hit there. If that's the case, for 4 million presents, you should be able to farm him about 8 times, which is about 400 shards. So that's why we're saying hold on everything that you can for Nemesis. But let's dive into next week's event. It is the Herald of Death. Now, as always, we're going to focus on the ever important special items for the month. There are some decent things in here. It looks like there's some shards for your Bionic Avengers, for your War Dogs, as well. If you hit that milestone right after the last special item, it is 5 red stars for Psylocke, if that's something that you need to get. So this is going to focus mostly on war. There is points for earning orb fragments, which is going to be in various campaign nodes, but I'm about to explain to you why you may or may not even have to do that. So focusing on war, you get 300 points per war battle. Keep in mind, you have to finish the battle, so if you're going to lose, just lose, don't quit, you won't get your points. You get 100 points per war dog that you use in war. You also get 150 points per war dog that's at gear 13 or higher, including 14, and then you get 500 points per war dog at 15 or higher. Keep in mind that stacks. So if they're at 15 or 16, they'll get that 500 points plus the 150. So that's always a good aspect to these events. Now, if you are a casual war player and you're doing your 10 attacks that were granted for free, you're doing 1 attack with your war dogs, and you're attacking with all 5 of them, and they're all at least at gear 13, over the course of those 3 wars, you will get about 12,750 points. Now, that leaves you with 36,750 orb fragments to farm. That comes out to about 5,250 a day. Now, for these players, you will have to farm, but not as much as you think, because there is a web milestone. For 5 easy raid attacks, you get 4,000 orb fragments. This is daily, so make sure to constantly keep going back to the web store to claim these. Those 4,000 orb fragments is going to bring this right here down to 1,250. Now, in the past, there are always going to be certain nodes that we are not farming or that are cheaper than others, so those are the ones that you'll have to farm in order to finish this out to get that last special item. However, for those that are a little bit heavier in war and got a bigger war dog team, 14 attacks versus your 10. Again, attacking with your war dogs, and if all 5 of them are at gear 15 or higher, that brings you to 23,850. That leaves you with about 25,650 ore fragments to farm. That brings you down to 3,664 a day. With the web milestone, you don't have to farm. Now, if these orbs are good, I cannot remember which orbs they were. It wasn't the harvest, it might have been the harvest ones, where like they gave you like a substantial amount of training mats in there, then yes, go ahead and farm them. That's definitely necessary. But if they don't give you that and it's trash orbs, you don't have to farm them whatsoever. So that is an amazing point, aspect to that portion of it. So pretty easy event. They seem to be giving us pretty good events this month. I'm a little bit shocked. You know, the blitzing event is coming out to be amazing. We might actually be able to finish that really big milestone that you get points for collecting ore fragments. I actually might be able to finish that, and I'm, you know, again, I don't have to spend money. I'm grinding a lot of cores, but I don't have to spend any money. So pretty straightforward event. Now talking a little bit of strategy about Scourge. So I am curious what everybody's doing. It seems right now the consensus is people are either going a full shield team. I think Dorky Dad is going full shield. I hear a lot of people are going Ravagers, Mercenary Lieutenant, and Riot Guard. Now I know why Ravagers. They do have the highest stats out of all the minions, and they got a rework, so they seem and most people will have them built already because they were needed in Scourge as well as a war team, so that just seems easier to do. My strategy, and a lot of people in my alliance think I'm crazy for this, but I don't know, I like the way that their kits are built. I'm going Kree minions. The reason why I'm going Kree minions on this one is their synergy doesn't rely on someone else. Like, you know, you have Ravagers who kind of need Yondu or T'Challa to kind of, you know, get the ball rolling. Hand is just, I mean, great stats, but they really don't provide anything. A lot of these minion teams just need that one strong character to rely on. They don't. Out of all of these characters here, the ones that is key focus is going to be Kree Oracle. The reason why is because every time energy is granted, he heals them, and everybody in this team grants energy. You have Kree Noble, whose basic ability grants energy when attacking. I think it's like 80% at level 6. If you want to max it out, it's all the time. Kree Reaper, when they inflict critical damage, they grant energy. Kree Royal Guard, when he's taunting and he's attacked, he grants energy. Kree Cyborg's a little bit harder because I think he has to kill somebody with his basic in order to grant energy. Even Kree Oracle grants energy as well with their basic. So this to me seems a little bit more of a stronger strategy. If they're constantly granting energy, he's constantly healing, and he's your main healer. He'll give 2 regenerations out to the team. It just, I don't know, something about this team seems like they're a lot more sustainable. So we're gonna see. I'm gonna do a video on it just to kind of see how they do, and then, you know, by that time, hopefully it's not too late. People, you know, if you're waiting to build your teams, then it might be great for you to wait to the day of the Scourge to see what everybody puts out, but this is the team that I'm going with. So, well, that's it for today's video. As always, guys, good luck in next week's event. Let's definitely kill it in Scourge, and as always, keep on shining.